And you wanted to head back to the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy, Philip
Jenkins.
Philip Jenkins.
Father Philip Jenkins.
It's
a wonderful
good priest name.
It is.
Not a father, though.
Neither are you, but you're Father Carter.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a priest thing. We call ourselves fathers.
You usually don't clarify afterwards.
Yeah.
No.
You do.
I do. I usually
not a
do,
normal
but people
priest,
usually don't.
Yeah.
So the guy mentioned a newspaper article. He said it was all over the news. And that's what I would like to go and quickly pick up.
So, Richie drives you back to the library. I think it's about 3 at this point. 2 or 3.
I've missed lunch.
Richie's getting paid today, though. He's driving us all over the shop.
Yeah.
And you
You're rich, though.
No.
head back to the library.
I mean, you could just take it from the family account. I just physically
yeah.
can't pay people. Catholics don't have pockets. Which
I'll
I've been struggling with for 2 days now.
Yeah. I charge by the hour. Every time you do anything, I just round up to the nearest half a day.
Yeah.
So, are you going to the newspaper section? Are you asking for help?
We just go. We know how it works now, right? Go straight to the.
Yeah, we know
section.
roughly when we know the year the person died.
Okay, so make me library use.
Right, this is definitely going to go better this time.
I believe in you.
Library use. Come on.
I blew it.
Oh,
Damn it!
That's bad.
75. Can I? I can't even reroll.
You could spend luck.
You can re-roll it if you want.
And you can spend luck. You can re-roll if you can come up with a reason how you're pushing it.
I'm not going to get someone to help me.
The newspapers are not stored well. You think other people have come in and have been searching newspapers. They're not putting them back in order. Perhaps, it's the worst, right? They're not kept in an orderly fashion. So you do find the articles, but it takes you 2 hours.
Man, I'm starving now.
I'm really
dead.
You shouldn't have skipped lunch. So you find
Wow, brutal. Who said that?
this article.
Oh, okay.
And then
If you could read it in the voice of the person who wrote it. You look at it, and I'll read it in the voice of the person who wrote it.
It's sort of an
I get a
overview,
second copy.
like-
no, there's only 1 copy.
Oh, okay.
You printed off 3, but
You only brought 1.
yeah.
Fair enough.
You only find one.
It doesn't say who it was written by.
It doesn't.
Sum up the person that wrote this. What was their motivation?
Probably journalism.
Fair enough.
I would say it's.
Was it Harriet?
Were women journalists in this time? They were women journalists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 1920s.
Local
Yeah,
newspaper
Hannah.
writers.
Hannah Barbier.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
She wasn't writing at this time. She would have been a child.
Well,
This is like the 1870s. Were women journalists in the 1870s?
no.
I don't know.
To
Anyway,
Arkham's shock, the body of Jonathan Vickers, aged 16, was recovered from the Menuac Creek Lake late yesterday afternoon. Why am I can't read. This is a terrible, The youth is reported to have hiked out of town to spend the afternoon fishing with his father, Trenton Vickers, and twin brother, Caleb Vickers. Everything seemed fine, Trenton is reported as saying. He couldn't have been more wrong. We caught the flu. We caught a few bluegills, then ate the food Angela packed us. Afterwards, the boys were tired of fishing, so they jumped in for a swim so they could cool down before heading back to town. At some point, Trenton realized something was wrong. The boys were too quiet, potentially dead. They was laughing and shouting, but then just stopped. I looked up from packing away the tackle box to... This goes on forever. To see Caleb staring at the other side of the creek, like he'd seen something there. This guy doesn't pronounce G's.
It's an accent.
No, but the guy who wrote the article doesn't have the accent.
But it's being transcribed.
Yeah, but it's read in the voice of the person who wrote the article, not in the voice that the person who was quoted in the article is written in. That's how letters on television work. By the time Trenton Vickers located his son, limp and floating downstream, it was too late. Caleb Vickers is reported to have helped his father carry the body of his twin back to Arkham. Services will be held on the coming Sunday, when Jonathan will be buried on Hangman's Hill in the plot beside his grandparents and uncle. He is survived by his mother Angela, who packed the lunch, father Trenton, who carried the body, and twin brother, who also carried the body. Caleb, now a doctor. Well-wishers may forward their sympathies to 11 Peabody Avenue, West Arkham. We just go to 11 Peabody Avenue.
See the mum. She might still be alive.
I hate to do this to you, but you find this one as well.
Your turn. Same person wrote it, though.
Another tragedy strikes Vickers' family. That's the best I can do.
It's ace.
A scant 6 days after the tragic and unexpected death of 16-year-old Jonathan Vickers, yet another tragedy has befallen the Vickers family household. Trenton Vickers, father to the deceased youth, has been found dead in his home. He got up in the middle of his night, his wife told reporters. I heard a very loud thump, and when I went to go check on him, he was ... At this stage, Mrs. Vickers became too distraught to continue the interview, but police have revealed that Mr. Vickers, thank you, was discovered lying face down in the hall outside his son's bedroom. We do not suspect foul play at this time, reports Chief Inspector Grayson. An autopsy of the body was revealed that he experienced a sudden and fatal heart attack. While it is unusual for such a young man to die in this manner, Mr. Vickers was 36 years old. It isn't unheard of. In fact, Mrs. Vickers informs us that his father went in a similar manner at a similar age. Oh, interesting.
Maybe that's just how old twins last.
36. Yeah. You get 72 years, or if you're twins, it halves. The Pleasant Waters Parish Church, which the Vickers attend, is putting together a relief fund to help the family through this difficult time. Donations are welcome at 162 Sentinel Street.
That's the address for the
What year
church
is
you
this?
just went to.
Oh, that's your church.
Yeah.
Okay. What year is
But
this?
this was before it was my
1872.
church.
Yeah, this is a long time ago.
But after
Otherwise,
all of,
you'd really
after all of those
this
pilgrims
case.
died in the drought.
Yeah. Services will be held in 2 weeks' time. Trenton Vickers is survived by his wife, Andrew, and son, Caleb, yada, 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 and his son, Jonathan. Cool. His twin brother, Canton. He will be buried in Hangman's Hill next to his parents, his twin brother, Canton, and his son, Jonathan.
Who's Canton?
Oh,
So twins
he's a
do
twin.
have twins.
Twins have twins.
Twins can have
Canton.
twins.
Wow. Canton.
So are they a family of like twins. And the father, one of the twins is life, one of the twins is
Yeah,
death.
and he said his dad died of a heart attack too. So every time one of the family die, they turn into like death people.
Make me
Spooky.
a luck roll.
I mean, it's no. At this point,
I believe in you.
come on now.
Am I also lucky? Or okay.
Make me a luck roll. If you're looking in the newspaper
No, I
box.
fucked
No,
up.
you fucked that up.
92.
I
That's
blew it.
Mm.
Blew it hard.
Hey!
13. That's a good
13
luck.
is a lucky number.
So
In
you've
this
read
case.
these articles, and you're sort of. You've read these
Blew
articles.
it. It really did some damage, didn't it?
Sorry. Yes.
Sorry. You've read these articles and you're packing the newspapers away. And as you are
I'm keeping these.
doing that, you can clip them out.
Yeah. Sorry. No.
As
Archive.
No one else is looking after them. I'm keeping it.
as you're packing them away, you glance the name Vickers in a later.
Oh God.
That's
Yeah,
Jack's
you're
turn.
gonna do this one.
Scholarships given to local graduates. Recent graduates of Arkham High were surprised to find themselves the beneficiaries of a little-known college endowment scheme. The scheme, run by the Comhalters for Scientific Understanding and Advancement, seeks to provide educational opportunities for students not well-placed to attend higher education. When the Arkham Advertiser reached out for comment, the CSUA's spokeswoman replied, "Talent should not be stymied for a lack of funding. Our generous donors know the wisdom of this." This year, 4 Arkham residents are among the 10 full-ride scholarships given out by CSUA. Anthony Matheson, Rhoda Valentine, Caleb Vickers, and Eve Elsner, all 18, now have the choice between attending Boston University or Northeastern University. Their scholarships cover the entirety of their course fees, boarding expenses, and any materials required to see out their studies.
So Valentine was the letter that the doctor. But we don't know about that letter because we haven't seen you yet.
No, but
Matteson was the name of the
orderly. Ben Matteson.
Ben Matteson is the name of the orderly.
Okay.
But that might just be a
But
coincidence.
that's probably
based
a
on
coincidence
based on
based on
Morgan's
that.
reaction, it might just be a coincidence.
Okay.
Yeah. So the letter was from Rhoda Valentine. But that's not the name there, is it? Or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Rhoda Valentine.
Yeah.
Cool. And Eve Elsner. Elsner? Was that a name we've had yet?
I don't think so.
No. Cool. Okay, so we found many articles.
Yeah. Exciting. Clues abound.
Clues. I mean, scanning the Bible for clues.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something good in here, right?
So what would you guys
Just
like
gotta
to do
find it.
next?
Oh, now that we've done some good library stuff, I reckon we're going to go confront the guy, right?
We need to eat.
Okay, we're going to have lunch. And then we're gonna
A late lunch.
Well, I mean, let's have lunch, then dinner right afterwards.
And then we'll
Back to
go
back.
to
Fuel up.
we'll head over to Ezekiel Carter in the hospital while
Okay.
these guys dine.
Well, I
and
think
then come to...
Yeah.
I mean,
So
are you
it's getting
not
towards
slightly
evening.
concerned that your
This
twin
is
brother
just
might be...
after.
Yeah, but I'm also hungry. What good am I to him if I'm hungry?
It's true.
I feel like we've showed up to some quite fancy restaurant, got a table, and I've like clanked a crucifix onto the thing. We're like ordering, taking our time to order. What do we? I can't eat fish because it's a Friday.
It's Monday.
Oh, okay. I'll have the fish.
So it is just after you have left Dr. Vickers' office. So Dr. Vickers is doing rounds on a different floor
Just
of the
accept that
hospital.
again. Like, oh wait, no.
And I'd
no.
like to cover the time they've just spent
Okay.
going to the parish and then going to the library. So what would you like to do as it passes from afternoon to evening?
Down a bottle of whiskey.
I'm not going to down it. I'm not some street tramp.
Savor it quickly.
No, I shall have a tipple.
Street tramp.
I'm going to, sate my thirst and leave some for later.
So the alcohol withdrawals are receding at this point. You feel on an even keel.
Excellent. Yes, I think I am going to make my way back to my my cot
Okay.
and
Your private room.
private room. Yes, and I'm going to have a very short nap.
Okay.
Just a sort of power nap, if you will.
So is
Now that there's no, but my brother would panic if he saw me frail. And my lawyer would probably eat me alive
is
like
your
a cat.
Is your intention to take a short nap and you might accidentally oversleep? Or is your intention to have a full snooze?
I think my intention is to have a small nap, but I'm making no precautions to prevent that from becoming a snooze.
Then I
Or
would
even
like
a doze.
either a constitution or a luck roll. It's something, I feel like I ask for luck rolls all the time.
Let's go with
so
con. I can do.
to see if you succeed, you don't nap forever.
I don't nap forever.
Okay.
That's lucky. that was an important roll.
Nap forever.
Yeah. And,
So you take like a 20-minute doze in
excellent.
your bed. You wake
Done.
up feeling refreshed.
Have some of the food that's been left me, I assume, whilst I was sleeping.
Mhm.
It is one of the things I don't regret about this place is the prompt service.
And I think at this point the food's pretty good. Like
Oh.
it's expensive to be there. I don't think the bad hospital food
Trope
is
yeah.
a thing yet.
Excellent. I'll
So Mary Leeds brings your tray in. while you're sleeping and you wake up and it's there.
She's not still there, is she?
No.
Okay.
You don't wake up and she's there like gazing
Waiting.
at you.
Oh, well, wouldn't be the first time. I shall eat this food.
Wow.
Maybe have another little tipple and
I thought you were gonna say nap.
no.
I'll just fast forward, shall I?
The bottle will be kept underneath my pillow.
Okay.
And they'll never think to look there. No, they change pillows, don't they? Okay, I'm going to tuck it under the bed, under the mattress.
They change sheets too.
No, but not mattresses.
No.
Okay. So I think this takes you up to about 4
Yeah.
p.m. They're going to be here
Excellent.
soon.
I mean, maybe. Depends what courses we have.
Alright, no starter, but yes to dessert.
That's madness.
Agreed.
If my brother was here,
So
he
you've
would
had-
insist it would be the other way around.
You've had lunch and dinner without a starter but with dessert.
Yeah, so lunch was kind of the starter. We ordered starters
Are you
for
ordering
lunch.
food for Richie, who's waiting for you?
We'll take him a doggy
He's not
bag.
coming in.
We'll take him a doggy bag. Like, I couldn't eat all of this food, so we bought you some. That's what basically.
Yeah.
I think that's more.
I do eat everything.
Oh, okay.
Like if you've left something, I'm...
Yeah. I've got one of those little foil swans.
Yeah, but an empty foil swan. You thought he'd enjoy the swan, but I've eaten the contents. Like, I don't know if the poor have ever seen a foil swan. Maybe even a real swan.
Where would you like to head after dinner?
Does America have swans?
I think it does.
Okay.
But they don't belong to the Queen. You can eat a swan in
Do they
America.
have swans?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
They have swan rights.
You have to stop assuming that I know things. I'm just
I
saying.
do, yeah.
Just wearing a cassock.
I just like look to you and I see you wear a dress like that, and I just think, yeah, you're a man.
I trust you.
Yeah. Why?
So
Sorry,
where
yes,
would you
we
like
would go.
to head?
I think we should go to. We could go to the address to see the mother, right? You could at least
Oh yeah, we did get given an
give her a little
address.
sermon. We're like
So you're dozing away in the
Good with
hospital.
mothers.
Richie.
Mothers love a priest.